Hi guys, see you speaking again. Here starts the tale of the house number. At the beginning, it was just a cold jumbo display sitting in my chair. But I wanted it to become a bit warmer. Something like that. But warmer was not enough. I wanted it to do a bit more than that. I wanted to give it a bit of soul, make it breathe. So, take a look at them for a minute in the night. You see this one? This one is almost breathing like me and you. You see? And the other one breathes like a teddy bear in his den in the winter time. If you don't see the glowing, let's take a look for a second in the ceiling and watch. At the spot of his breath. The ceiling is his den. You see this? In and out. In and out. I picked up some numbers. It depends how you put it. This one can be 99 or 66. This one there can be 26 or 92. Now it's 26. But if you put it upside down, it goes 92. Similarly, this one from this side is 99. And if you put it upside down, it's 66. And one of them is going to hang up on the house. Let's see more details now. The tail of the 7-segment displays, the jumbo ones, goes further. Here, as you can see, I put it on my window. This is a kind of, how do they call this? A lamp ceiling cover or panel, if you want. They usually put on in the industry on the ceiling lamps. So you can find this one at any depot. When we go back in the lab to make the list of components, I'm going to show it to you. But it has to be attached firmly on the glass, because this is going to have an interesting effect. How do you attach it? Simply by using some Velcro fixtures. Okay? So you're going to put them together like this, and then you remove the plastic. It's sticking on both sides. So one side is going to be on the plate, the other side on the window. So it's very sturdy. It's going to stay in place for many years from now. Okay? So this is the first thing to do, to put a plate. Then I'm going to pick up the project, as you can see. So I have here prepared already some fixtures because it has to stay in place. And with the fixtures we already have here on the project, this is a copper clad. I'm gonna give you the sizes when you go back in the lab. Here, to make it sturdier, I have some aluminum profiles. And then we're going to put this on the door. Okay? We're gonna put it somehow like this. It's tight, it has to fit here inside. And now just to find the right position for each. Okay, and now here it's gonna be similar. Okay, and here push this one until it stays in place. Okay. Okay. Looks good. And now I'm gonna pick up the cube. The cube we're going to discuss downstairs again. This one contains two things. It contains the power supply and the breathing board controlling the functioning. And I need two things for that. I have a cable coming out from the ceiling where I have some outlet available. I plug the cable in. I place the box right here. Okay. Now I pick up the cable coming out from it. I'm not worried about this cable right now because I'm going to fix this a bit later. You don't need to see this. Then I attach the control cable coming to my displays and I put it on. And then we're gonna go outside to see the project working. This is what you're going to do, okay? Let's go. Okay guys, so this is the real project on the door. I'm outside, it's in the evening, so you can see the number breathing a bit. You see it goes a bit dimmer and then back. It has to be visible at all times. Surely you can modify this from where? From the potentiometer you've seen on the black cube. So I can come closer. I don't know if you realize that it's not even visible that there are individual LEDs in the back of it, because the cover in the front, it does the job beautifully. Okay, so take a look in the front of the house. That's a real Civic number. Okay, a real one, and still breathing. Okay, let's go back in the lab to see the rest. By the way, I wanted you to take a peek over the display before the nightfall. So just to make sure that the light is bright enough, I'm gonna let you know when back in the lab how can we play with the brightness intensity, because I can make it much brighter than this. I just didn't want to bother my neighbor across the street during the night, because it can become really bright. Okay, so just take a look how it's dimming. Yeah, it's dimming. Okay, now we can really go back in the lab. Thank you. Okay guys, back in the lab. Now, what are the main components, the main parts to make this project working? Surely, you first need to pick up two of those. I have two of them here, none of them open yet. If I'm reminding you the size of one of these. This is 7 inches high. So it's a 7-segment display, 7 inches high. And you need two of those, okay? But then I place them on a copper clad, which is approximately 10 by 15 inches. You've seen them already. In the back I have two aluminum profiles to make it a bit sturdier. And then 4 fixtures to put it on the door. Here are just the 2 wires coming out from the same from the whole assembly. I'm going to connect to the power supply and actually to the black cube. I was using another kind of box in the past, but now I chose this one. So for this one, if I remove the cover, what we're gonna find inside, I prepared the parts separately right here to have a better look. Yes, you're going to need a DIN rail. how big should it be? You should see the size of the black cube. In inches, this is going to be approximately 4 3/4. Is much easier in centimeter, is 12 by 12 centimeter. So 12 by 12, and the height is 9 centimeters. In inches is 3.5 inches. Okay, so that's the cube. Again, inside the cube, you're gonna measure a short DIN rail. On the DIN rail, you're going to place a power supply. It doesn't have to be this one. That's what I found easily. 12-volt power supply. And on the top of the power supply, I'm going to place a DIN rail mount bracket, which is used for Arduino or Raspberry. When you want to put such a thing on a DIN rail, here are the green DIN rail supports. So when I'm going to place it here on the DIN rail, it's going to be something like this. Okay, so it's going to go back and forth, but then you have to build the breathing control board. This is what's make it breathing exactly like this one there. Okay, as you take a look, this one, it's pretty the same as the one already mounted. Okay, it's just another sample, and using some legs coming together actually with the Raspberry bracket, you're going to place it here. You're going to have a potentiometer. Actually, it doesn't have to be like mine, this kind of potentiometer. It's kind of anything between 250 to 500 kilo. Mine is already mounted and it has a knob right here, but yours can be like this with a very short axle without knob, so you can easily turn it back and forth with the screwdriver. Okay, either method you choose. So additionally, you're going to have something like this, a bracket where you can plug a cable and a rocker switch. Mine also has a fuse inside, and that's it. Okay. So in order to put all this at work together, to make the list of components, the detailed list of components, and how to make this kind of board, we're going to meet next time. Here is just a cable coming out of the black cube, and in the moment I'm going to connect it here over the project, and I'm going to put it on. Surely it's going to do exactly the job you've seen. Slow breathing, down and up. So we're going to make all this together, and the most important thing is the breathing control board. So let's meet you next time in the lab to do it. Okay? Thank you very much, guys, for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.